Some cruise ships look absolutely stunning in the brochure. Glowing pools, dramatic sunset shots, promises of the vacation of a lifetime. But real passengers who actually sailed on them tell a completely different story. And after digging through thousands of recent reviews, I found 7 ships that photograph beautifully but come with the most repeated complaints from the people who actually sailed on them. I went through recent passenger reviews on Cruise Critic and cruiselondon.com, cross-checked the complaints that kept repeating, and ranked the ships people regret booking the most, counting down from 7 to the single worst offender at number 1. Some of these ships are simply getting old and tired. Some are so overcrowded that grabbing lunch turns into a 45-minute ordeal. And one of them has earned a nickname among cruisers that isn't exactly flattering. Stay with me, because the ship at number 4 is brand new, and that's exactly why it might shock you. Number 7 is Costa Fortuna, and cruisers actually have a running joke about this one. They call it the answer to the question, what do you call a rip-off cruise? The tickets are shockingly cheap, which is exactly how they lure people in, but one recent passenger said their cabin hadn't been properly cleaned since the previous sailing, and reviewers keep repeating the same 3 complaints: slow food service, long queues, and tired interiors. To be fair, some travelers say the itinerary alone is worth the low price, but Costa Fortuna is already scheduled to be sold and retired later this year, and the reviews suggest the crew already knows it. Number 6 is MSC Opera. This ship has a smaller, more traditional layout that some travelers genuinely love, but here's the question worth asking yourself. Would you still love it after waiting 20 minutes just to order a single drink at the bar? One recent reviewer said they gave up on the buffet entirely by day 3 and started ordering room service instead, just to avoid the chaos. If you were picturing a relaxing week at sea, this understaffing problem can quietly drain that relaxation right out of your trip. Number 5 is Enchantment of the Seas, and this one isn't just about age, it's about what that age actually costs you. Royal Caribbean built its reputation on massive, glitzy megaships like Icon and Oasis, with sprawling balconies and endless dining options. Enchantment gives you the opposite. Reviewers described cabins so small you can barely open your suitcase fully, balconies that barely fit 2 chairs, and a dining selection that feels like a fraction of what newer ships offer. So you're paying a Royal Caribbean price for an experience that doesn't feel like Royal Caribbean at all. Number 4 is the one that might genuinely catch you off guard, because it's Norwegian Prima, a ship that only launched in 2022. It's practically brand new, but newer doesn't always mean better, and Prima proves it by generating more complaints than any other ship in Norwegian's entire fleet. One passenger described searching for over 20 minutes just to find a single open pool chair on a ship that was supposed to feel spacious and modern. And here's the part that really stings. Even guests who paid extra for the exclusive suite area report overcrowding there too. You can spend more money on this ship and still not escape the crowds. Number 3 is Carnival Breeze. This ship recently scored just 86 on its health inspection, and anything below 90 is considered a serious red flag in the industry. One recent passenger said they stood in the embarkation terminal for nearly 2 hours before boarding even began. Popular buffet items routinely run out by 8 in the evening, so if you're hungry late, good luck. To be fair, several reviewers say the crew works hard despite these issues, but the elevators breaking down regularly remains one of the most repeated complaints on a ship this large. Number 2 is Norwegian Epic. When this ship launched back in 2010, it was supposed to revolutionize mainstream cruising with massive entertainment venues and one of the biggest water parks at sea. 15 years later, that same scale is working against it. One reviewer described getting lost twice just trying to find their own cabin on the first day. What once felt impressive now just feels like a maze. And today, Epic is earning some of the lowest passenger review scores in the entire industry. And number 1, the ship passengers seem to regret the most is Carnival Elation. Here's the detail that says it all. Multiple recent reviewers used the exact same word to describe this ship: outdated. Not tired, not aging, outdated. Next to Carnival's newer ships with water parks and specialty restaurants, Elation still runs on a format from a different decade. For this ship to actually be worth booking, the price needs needs to be extremely low, and your expectations need to be completely realistic. If you're picturing the fun, modern Carnival experience from the commercials, Elation is very unlikely to deliver it. And that exact gap between expectation and reality is why passengers regret it more than any other ship on this list. So before you book your next cruise, take 30 seconds and search the ship's actual name on Cruise Critic. It could save your entire vacation. Have you actually sailed on any of these 7 ships? Tell me exactly what happened in the comments. I read every single one. And if this video just saved you from a booking mistake, subscribe, because next week I'm ranking the ships that are actually worth every dollar you spend on them.